Let's talk about something that Christians treat like harmless December fun, but when you actually look at it closely, it preaches the opposite message of Christmas. I'm talking about Elf on the Shelf. And before anyone gets offended, just listen because the story behind this little toy is honestly wild. So the elf is supposed to move around your house at night, watch your kids during the day, report back to the North Pole, and if your child touches it, it loses its magic. So let's just say it out loud. It spies, it judges, it rewards performance, it punishes mistakes, it withholds blessings based on behavior, and its power can be destroyed by human hands. So tell me, how does any of that align with Jesus? It is literally a works-based gospel for children. And here's where my story comes in. So I grew up in a conservative Christian home where we didn't even believe in Santa. And honestly, I'm really grateful for that. I'm not bitter. I'm not deprived. I'm grateful because it didn't confuse me. It brought clarity. I remember every Christmas morning before I opened presents, and no one told me to do this, by the way, but I would go and I would kneel in front of the nativity and I would thank Jesus for coming and for saving me. Not for gifts, not for magic, not for behavior points, for salvation. This clarity shaped my whole childhood. That's the faith that I want my son now to grow up with now that I'm a mom. A faith grounded in truth, not fantasy, in grace, not performance, in Jesus, not distraction. And that is why Elf on the Shelf just doesn't sit right with me. Not because I'm boring, and it's certainly not because I hate fun, but because kids are forming their view of God long before they can explain theology. And Elf on the Shelf teaches them that someone is constantly watching to see if they're doing wrong, to earn blessing by being good, that love and gifts are conditional, that favor is based on performance. And meanwhile, Jesus teaches them that I see you fully and I still love you. That blessing is based on grace, not behavior. That you don't earn my presence and that I don't leave when you fail and nothing can take away my love. Do you see how those two messages cannot coexist? And I get it. The posts on Facebook look cute. The tiny marshmallow baths, the elves ziplining across your kitchen, the flower snow angels. I get it. It's creative and it's funny, but it's not as innocent as it seems because it disciples your child in a theology that contradicts the heart of Christmas. It wraps pressure in glitter. It turns December into an inspection, and it turns joy into a performance. And it quietly replaces Jesus with a toy that acts more like a legalistic Pharisee than a savior. So, no, I'm not inviting the elf into my home. Not because I want my child to miss out, but because I want him to understand the real miracle of Christmas. That God came close to him, not to judge him, but to save him. I want him to grow up with clarity, not confusion. Truth, not tricks. Grace, not fear. And the gospel, not gimmicks. Because Christmas doesn't need Elf on the Shelf. It needs Christ on the throne of your child's heart.